Just lots of problems because of this. Also, during this time period, the Republican Party, as we know it more today, was officially formed. Most people wanted to stop the spread of slavery, but some Republicans wanted slavery stopped altogether. So the difference is if you want to stop the spread of it, is kind of like the coronavirus. You don't want it to keep spreading anymore, and well, others wanted the slavery just to be stopped altogether. Like, we're just going to get rid of it. So that was kind of the Republican view on slavery. In 1858, there was a Republican by the name of Abe Lincoln. You heard of him before. He challenged Stephen Douglas for a Senate spot in the great state of Illinois. And they had a series of debates. And these were very famous debates between Lincoln and Douglas and Lincoln. And this picture is one it's a drawing, obviously, but it was of a debate that the two had in the state of Illinois, obviously. I'm saying obviously a lot tonight. In the town of Charleston, which is the same Charleston that is just 60 miles away from us. So that was supposed to be in Charleston. But the two had a series of debates, and Douglas thought that the state should decide on their own about slavery. Lincoln was against it, but he was not trying to get rid of it completely. He kind of knew, okay, let's not get rid of this altogether, because if I say I want to do that, then people that are for it aren't gonna vote for me, and so on. And Douglas thought, hey, let's let the states decide. So ended up Douglas won the election, but this is not the last time that the two of them will meet against each other. They will run again in 2 years, and it would not be for the Senate seat in Illinois. It would be for the President of the United States. So, Section 18 or 16.5, I really wish these were coming in one at a time instead of all together. Section 16.5, a nation divides. Lincoln won the election of 1860. So he became the president. So he lost to Douglas in the Illinois Senate race, but he won 2 years later the presidential race. He controlled the vote in the North, but listen to this. He did not win any southern states. None. Zero. So this made the South realize how little say they had in the government. If a guy can run and win 0 states in the South, yet still be the president, how much power does the South really have? And they're like, none. We don't have any power at all if this is the case. So the South started to talk seriously about secession, and that means leaving the Union to form their own. So they started getting really serious about seceding from the Union. Hold on. No, I don't have it. I thought I had a picture of the electoral votes. Anyway, I guess I don't have a picture of the electoral votes, but all of the votes, like I said, in the South went to other people. There were other people that ran besides just Lincoln and Douglas, but other people won all the Southern ones, and Lincoln won all the Northern ones. So he was elected president. On December the 20th, 1860, South Carolina became the first state to secede. They left the Union, and they were soon joined by Alabama, Florida, Georgia, Louisiana, Mississippi, and Texas. And they started their own country. They declared their independence, just like we declared our independence from England. They declared their independence from the United States, and they called themselves the Confederate States of America, and they even named their own president. Their president was a guy named Jefferson Davis. And the Confederate Army started taking control of all the forts in the South. So they were like, "Hey, we're going to do this, and we're going to fight for our independence, and we're going to become free. So we're going to have 2 countries side by side: the United States of America and the Confederate States of America." Well, they started taking control of the forts, but one of the few they didn't control was in South Carolina, and it was called Fort Sumter. And President Lincoln was trying to help control this area and keep it in the northern hands. So he was wanting to ship food to the fort because the supplies were running low, but he was not allowed to. And the South attacked the fort and actually took it over from the United States government control. And those were the first shots, the first battle, basically, of the Civil War. So after Fort Sumter, the Civil War had begun. And there just a couple pictures. That's what Fort Sumter looks like today. No, I did not take that picture. And then that's just a picture of Fort Sumter from before. So I will try to share something that has the electoral votes from the election of 1860 with you, just so you can kind of see it because you understand the Electoral College now. But basically, in this chapter, a lot of fighting over what should be free, what should be slave, ends up at the end saying the whole Missouri Compromise was illegal, but then at the very, very end, those other states seceded the Union, these states right here, South Carolina, Alabama, Florida, Georgia, Louisiana, Mississippi, and Texas, and they formed their own country. They were the Confederate States of America and not the United States of America. So things were getting very bad in the United States, and that is where we will pick up hopefully when we come back to school. So I will stop